Fight fans all over the world, it's Daddy P on the corner, in the corner boxing. What? Hey, look, Manny Pacquiao, Matthysse, July the 14th on ESPN, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Hey, it's going down for the WBA regular title. You know what I'm saying? It is a world title according to the sanctioning body. Some people don't see it as being a real world title. But whatever it is, it's going down. Listen, Manny Pacquiao is a legend, a southpaw. Everybody know who he is. He's been a part of a lot of legendary fights. He is a 8-division world champion. There's arguably, some people argue that, well, in the history books, he is a 8-division world champion. People argue, saying that, talk about the certain titles he's held, how he's held them with catch weights. Whatever it is, according to the sanctioning bodies, he has been a world champion in 8 different weight classes. Listen, Manny Pacquiao is 59, 7-2. He has 38 KOs. That's a 56% KO average. He stands at 5'5.5" with a 67-inch reach. Listen, Matthysse is 39-4 with 36 KOs. That's a 82% KO average. He stands at 5'6.5" with a 69-inch reach. Listen, this is your current episode of In the Corner. Just talk a little bit about what's going on in the corner of these fighters, man, with this upcoming fight. Everybody know Manny Pacquiao is a legendary fighter. All of the fights now from now on really are basically just extra for Manny Pacquiao. He has already cemented his legacy. He's done some phenomenal things in the sport. I appreciate what he has given to the sport. So, so everything I say from this point on, please take it with a grain of salt. Anyway, Matthysse, Joe Diaz is his trainer. And some of you, I don't know if you remember, 2015, he got knocked out by Victor Postol. He took like a 2-year layoff. He came back since Joe Diaz has been in his corner. And 2017, he knocked out Emmanuel Taylor in the 5th round. And earlier this year, he knocked out Team Pacquiao in the 8th round. Listen, for that WBA regular title. And Emmanuel Taylor, TKO 5th round, was a comeback for him. And Joe Diaz's trainer, man, really looks to be a good fit for him. He has his confidence through the roof. However, earlier this year, he didn't look real good against Team Pacquiao. And I'm gonna just say this. Listen, Team Pacquiao, he was the second. He was number 2 to contend for that WBA regular title. Listen, and but he was a guy that fought on a circuit that was like, with subpar competition, to say the least. And so it's like, it was under the, the WBA, they sanction fights all around the world. And I think that's called the Pan-Asian region where Team Pacquiao came from. And he fought on that circuit. So it's like, and I'm not saying, I'm not trying to degrade anybody at all, but I'm just saying Team Pacquiao fought on a circuit that was, against contenders that were limited. You know what I'm saying? So, to say that he was like one of the best is, he probably was one of the best in that region, but, that's just, he had limited competition. You know what I'm saying? So I think that Matthysse really didn't get up for that fight. You could tell how he looked. He didn't look like he was in great condition. And, but, I mean, he ended up getting a knockout, man. Joe Diaz, his trainer. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm a true fan of this. Every fighter should be in the best condition that they can be in for every fight they fight. You know what I'm saying? And I know that fighters are not gonna train the same for every fight. That's not what I'm saying. But you still want your fighter to be in good shape. But whatever it is, man, Joe Diaz, he has the guy confidence through the roof. And I really believe this is a big opportunity for Lucas Matthysse. I believe this fight against Manny Pacquiao, he is going to work very hard in training camp. And I really do believe that he's going to come out to prove something. You know what I'm saying? He's 35 years old. So, you know, he ain't got that much longer to be fighting, y'all. So I think that this is a fight for him that he really wants to prove some things. Now, I have said in the past that he's damaged goods. Y'all remember he fought against Danny Garcia at 140. And some of y'all who might remember or not, it was on the undercard of that Mayweather versus Canelo. And it really was probably the best fight on the card because Mayweather did a number on Canelo. It was like not even really a real competitive fight. But to me, that best fight on that card at that time really was Lucas Matthysse and Danny Garcia. That was at 140 pounds, if y'all don't remember. And, you know, Danny Garcia had beaten Amir Khan. And, you know, he basically, that was his coming out party for everybody to really notice him. When he fought Amir Khan, he knocked him out. Listen. And Lucas Matthysse was supposed to be that test. He was like, at that time, he was kind of like, and I heard people say this, the booger man of the 140-pound division. Which he was doing some things. Lucas Matthysse was doing some things at 140 at that time. So he was really supposed to be that test between Danny Garcia and superstardom, or you know, Danny Garcia and a promising career. And Danny Garcia passed the test. But I'm gonna tell you, he had a lot of trouble with Lucas Matthysse in the early goings. Lucas Matthysse was really handling Danny Garcia. And, you know, I think Danny caught him with one of them left hooks. I don't know if it was a headbutt or a left hook. But I think it was a left hook. Y'all know Danny Garcia do got that left hook. But the reason why I believe it was a left hook, because it was his right eye. If y'all remember, his eye was swole up something fierce. And it looked just like Kell Brooks' eye looked when Triple G hit him. You know what I'm saying? That first fight. And when Errol Spence got him in the second fight. And so I really believe his orbital bone was messed up. But he didn't quit. I give Lucas Matthysse credit for this. He stuck in there. He fought through the rest of the fight, but he lost. He was limited. Danny Garcia just went to work on that eye. And his vision was limited, so Danny Garcia took advantage, which he was supposed to do. And, you know, but he came after when he fought Victor Poster. I don't know if y'all remember, he quit. He went down to one knee and he was messing with his eye. And after the fight, he said that, you know, his health was more important than the sport. And, you know, he felt his eye pop. And I think it was the same type of scenario as Kell Brooks when first Triple G got him in one eye and then Errol Spence got him in the other. Because they say once you suffer an orbital bone fracture like that, the opposite eye is very vulnerable. So, I mean, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but you know, and I'm saying, this ain't me saying this. This was according to, you know, I'm going to tell you, Troy King mentioned it before on Boxing Ego. And, you know, Troy King is a fighter. And I know he say sometimes some kind of stuff that rubs some people the wrong way. But, I mean, he is a boxer, you know. But anyway, I think this might be a little something to support his case, though. Because in the first fight against Danny Garcia, his eye swole up something fierce. Now, his eye didn't swell in the ring, but after the fight, he did say he felt something pop in his left eye. And see, Danny Garcia got that right eye. And then this was the left eye. He was pawing at the eye when he was when he went down to one knee. So I really believe that that's what happened, because really, Lucas Matthysse, he's not a quitter. So, I mean, it had to be something serious. Like I say, he fought through the Danny Garcia fight. So whatever happened, I really thought he was damaged goods after that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you ain't hear nothing from him. Then he come back 2017, get the TKO in the 5th round of the Emmanuel Taylor fight. And he come back and fought for the WBA regular title, but it is, according to the sanctioning body, it is a world title. He fought for it. He was successful. He knocked out Tiwa Karim in the 8th round. And I think he comes in this fight with a little bit of momentum. And a trainer that he, according to him and Joe Diaz, they have connected. And like I say, that's a little suspect though, man. Joe Diaz not having him up for that title fight, having him in real, like in peak condition for a title fight. I don't care who you fight. You fighting for a title, whatever, subpar title, whatever it is, man, you should come in there, you know. But anyway, we'll revisit that, I guess. Manny Pacquiao has some changes in his corner as of late as well. Y'all know he has split with longtime trainer Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach got a hold of Manny Pacquiao. When Manny Pacquiao came to the States, he saw him fight. And when he reached out to him, he was very happy to get, because you know, Freddie Roach like offensive-minded fighters. You know what I'm saying? He's an offensive-minded type of trainer. You know what I'm saying? So to get your hands on a guy like Manny Pacquiao that is very special, you know, he was very excited about it. And he has expressed that over and over again. And a lot of time, too, Freddie Roach has, you know, he catch a lot of flack for saying, you know, hey, he ain't a fighter that, I mean, a trainer that makes world championship fighters. He just a trainer that helps world-class fighters get a little better. And, you know, hey, that's not my opinion. This is just an opinion that I hear sometimes, you know, from time to time. But what I can say is when Freddie Roach first got a hold of Manny Pacquiao was a come-forward, offensive-minded fighter with a big left hand, you know. And what Freddie Roach did do is help Manny Pacquiao develop his right hand. You know, he got a little right hook on him. And also, he helped him learn to get in position better. You know what I'm saying? To unload his offensive arsenal. So, you know, those things he has done. The thing about it is I think that Freddie Roach and Manny Pacquiao, you know, they had a ceiling, is what I believe. I think Freddie Roach could only teach him so much, and he has learned basically all he could learn from Freddie Roach. And, you know, they had a good relationship or whatever, and I believe after the Jeff Horn fight, when everything around Manny Pacquiao started falling down, he started taking a look at a lot of different things, and then he didn't like some of the stuff that was said in the media according to, you know, his people. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know, his career had been topsy-turvy. 2012, he lost back-to-back. He lost to Tim Bradley. He lost to Juan Manuel Marquez. Y'all remember that brutal knockout. Anyway, and he came back. He had a string of wins. In 2013 and 14, he beat guys like Brandon Rios, Tim Bradley again, and Algieri, who had just come off a big win, you know what I'm saying, over Ruslan Provodnikov. Anyway, he lost to Mayweather in 2015. That was a legendary fight for both guys, man. Look, that fight right there is what, to me, Pacquiao lost, Mayweather won, but for both guys, it was a win for their legacy, I believe. And but he came back in 2016 and won back-to-back, again against Bradley and against Vargas. You know, a younger fighter, but you know, hey, he snatched that WBO title from him. But 2017, last year, he lost against Jeff Horn, which was a very controversial decision, to say the least. But, I mean, hey, this is the thing, what I believe about that, man. This is my take on it. I scored the fight personally for Manny Pacquiao. But, however, Manny Pacquiao is in a class that's far above where Jeff Horn is. And he was unable to prove that. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that does prove that, like I said, Freddie Roach had years ago, I believe, taught Manny Pacquiao everything he could teach him. Maybe Manny Pacquiao needed somebody that had a little more defensive mind to learn a few things about positioning, even cutting off the ring, man. You know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao, he's a very talented guy, but he has raw talent. And this is the thing. Freddie Roach helped him to improve on his offensive arsenal. And you know, he does some things subtly in the ring that's defensive, especially since the knockout against Marquez when he got knocked out. It looked like they have worked on some defensive stuff, but to me, I mean, Freddie Roach, like I say, taught him all he could teach him. And to me, Pacquiao was not getting, you know, he wasn't getting to be a better fighter. You know what I'm saying? If that make any sense. But anyway, according to Michael Kontz, which is one of the managers of Manny Pacquiao, you know, things were said in the media that Manny Pacquiao didn't like. And of course, you know, he started really feeling bitter towards Bob Arum. And that's another I think he should have been split from Bob Arum. His name was big enough. He shouldn't have renewed a contract that last time. And you know, to me, he should have done something similar to what Mayweather done, because his name was there. He had the name. He could have aligned himself with a company that would help him be a go-between with his promotion, and man, did his own thing, you know. But he failed to do so, and I think he paid a price for it, and he realized that. And I think it was a very pivotal point in his career. Sorry, when he lost to Jeff Horn, and that's when he realized. To me, he should have realized years ago that he should have split from Bob Arum, and he should have probably made some changes in his corner as well, as you know, getting a different trainer, or you know, keeping Freddie. You know, Freddie Roach is the type of guy, he can't be second he can't take back seat to nobody, so he just would have had to just change trainers altogether. But anyway, what I don't agree with though is Boubor Fernandez being his head trainer in his corner for this fight. I mean, well, for this fight maybe. Like I said, every fight from now on, man, is extra for Manny Pacquiao. He's already cemented his legacy, you know, and you know, I guess he's just having fun with it, man, you know. So I mean, for this fight, I mean, it probably to a lot of people it doesn't matter, but you know, if it was a different scenario, to me, you can't have your best friend as your head trainer, who has only learned the sport from basically being around it with Freddie Roach. And something that Boubor Fernandez said I was reading an article, man, I can't remember where I was reading from. He said that the fight is going to depend on Manny Pacquiao's right hand. It's something like that, he said. And y'all know Freddie Roach had a lot to do with Manny Pacquiao developing the right hand. And I'm guessing Boubor Fernandez, that's what they're going to be working on. But y'all know the money punch, man. The money punch for a southpaw, when you're fighting a guy, an orthodox fighter, is that straight left hand down the pipe. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what he's saying about the right hand. Maybe he's saying that could help. But, man, y'all know the money punch. And, you know, that's that has worked for Manny Pacquiao. Even after Freddie Roach helped him to develop a right hand, and he brought that right hook into his arsenal very nicely. He still, sometimes you'll notice he used that left hand lead when he whipped. And a lot of people say, Oscar De La Hoya was weight drained. No matter what you say, whatever happened, but he still whipped him. He might have been weight drained, but he still whipped him. But he was whipping him. He was whipping him with that left hand lead. That straight left hand down the pipe. And what was real beautiful, if you watch that fight, Manny Pacquiao was doubling up the left hand lead. Listen, it was so beautiful, man. Look. and you know, that was a fun fight to watch. But anyway, I think this is going to be a fun fight to watch as well. I just was talking a little bit about, and you know, this is just my opinion, y'all. I'm a fight fan, man. I just love the sport of boxing. And, you know, so my opinion, some people don't mean much. And really, it doesn't matter to me what people think about my opinion. It's my opinion. You know, I'm not ESPN. You know, I'm not a big corporation that's got a lot to lose, that got sponsors everywhere I'm trying to keep and got to say the right thing. So I'm going to just say how I feel about stuff. You know what I'm saying? So this is just basically my opinion. And I respect other people's opinion, man. If you don't agree with my opinion, still drop a comment, man, and leave me something. And, you know, what I don't like is when people start calling names with that foolishness. You know what I'm saying? I come from an era where, you know, hey, foolishness get dealt with in a different way. But, you know, you in this era of internet stuff and all that, you know, you hear a lot of people. But, man, hey, y'all leave me a comment. If you disagree, hey, we can agree to disagree. Still drop a comment, man. Look, but I'm looking forward to this fight. Both guys are offensive-minded fighters. Both guys are up in age, and these are two smaller welterweights. You know, they shorter guys in the welterweight division. Both of them has some power. Manny Pacquiao still got a little stick in him. Lucas Matthysse has an 82% KO average. You know, and he coming off back-to-back knockout. He knocked out guys back-to-back. So he's coming in with a lot of momentum. Manny Pacquiao is a legendary guy. So, hey, I can't wait to see it, man. And to a lot of people, like I say, this fight might not mean much. But to me, look, this is the thing. Y'all know Keith Thurman holds that WBA super strap. That's the big belt, you know, for this sanctioning body. And the one that Lucas Matthysse has is the WBA regular. That's why some people say it's like a substandard title, and some people don't consider it as a world title. According to the sanctioning body, it is a world title, and it does allow that the person who holds it can challenge for the super. But this is the thing. Keith Thurman has the WBA super, and y'all remember he just vacated the WBC. He had both belts, the WBA Super and the WBC. He recently vacated because he wasn't going to defend it, and I think he did have some pressure. Some people say he was made to vacate. Whatever happened, he vacated, and you know, but he still has the WBA Super, and if he doesn't do something soon to at least act like he want to defend it, you know, it's no telling what could happen. Either this fight, whoever win this fight could be elevated to the super champion, or whoever win this fight can opt to challenge for the super title. And if Keith Thurman could either challenge for it, or if he vacated or whatever, you know, whoever win this fight could at least fight for the super championship. So you never know, man. This fight, you know, while some people look at it as a lackluster fight or whatever, man, this could be a fight that can really be meaningful in the welterweight division. And for Pacquiao, if he want to continue to fight, he say he got a few more fights in him. You know, if he want to continue, if he wins, he is no longer like straight controlled by Bob Arum. Now, this is the thing. While Bob Arum isn't the top promoter in this fight, Bob Arum does have a lot to do with the deal with ESPN. So Bob Arum does have a hand in this fight. You know what I'm saying? And with the deal he has with Manny Pacquiao has with ESPN, Bob Arum is a part of that. So if Manny Pacquiao keep fighting, he probably will opt to fight different fighters than what's just with Top Rank. Like, he has that freedom now, but Bob Arum will still be a part of whatever. But I think that Manny Pacquiao trying to do his own thing is real good. And if he win this title, I think he will challenge some of he might go for something else. But they saying he really want to fight Lomachenko. That would be a bigger money fight for him. So I don't know. Who knows where it is, but man, this is a 147-pound fight for the WBA regular title. Whoever wins this fight, it's no telling what they're gonna do with that super championship. So hey, but anyway, to me it's still exciting no matter what happens. Manny Pacquiao is a legend. I love watching Manny Pacquiao fight. Lucas Matthysse, you know, he has been one of my favorites as well. But they both offensive minded. I think it's gonna be a fight with fireworks, man. You know. But anyway, this Daddy P on the corner, in the corner boxing. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified every time it go down. Hey, thanks to all the subscribers. God bless. I appreciate everybody. Y'all hanging there with Daddy P. I got some more boxing for you. This Daddy P signing off.